I have very emotional buyers and sellers on this bakery that I have in California, and the seller wants me, so we have a lot of addendums, including the EIDL, la la la. And the seller now wants me to summarize all the addendums into one page. And I feel somewhat apprehensive about doing that because there might be something I leave out. You know what I mean? Like, how do you go about explaining to the seller that everything that's written should be the way it is? I don't want to rewrite it, confuse escrow. I don't know why, she wants to show it to an attorney, but wouldn't the attorney want to even look at all the addendums to begin with?
Yes. Yeah, the attorney is going to want to see the exact documents that have been signed by both parties. They're not going to want a summary.
Yeah. Okay.
The summary is not helpful.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah, I'm going to
So,
tell her.
I mean, it would be helpful maybe to the seller, but just because it's plain English, but the attorney definitely is going to want to see all of the signed documents. All of the documents have been signed by both parties.
Okay. Okay. Thanks.
Now, I have had situations and before where if there's multiple counteroffers and, a couple of addendums and whatever before we get to usually this is like on an LOI before you get to a purchase agreement. But even if it's with a purchase agreement and maybe the parties decided or agreed that escrow wouldn't be open until due diligence was completed or something like that. So it hasn't been sent to escrow yet. So sometimes, rarely, but if the parties request it and agree to it, then I'll go ahead and rewrite the purchase agreement with the terms that were agreed to in the purchase agreement and the counter offers, and if the addendum and then add any additional addenda that's required. But you're right. I mean, it gets tricky. You have to make sure you don't miss anything, So I try to avoid doing that. And it's just, you know what? These are the documents that have been signed. This is what comprises the thing. When escrow does the escrow instructions, though, you do need to make sure that they got it right, because sometimes escrow will overlook a counteroffer. Sometimes you do need to put together a summary for escrow that says, okay, the total consideration ends up being whatever it is. If there was a counteroffer and if there was like a note and the note changed or how it was handled or the interest rate or something changed on an addendum from what it stated on the original purchase agreement, because escrow might, depending on the escrow you use, sometimes they might overlook some of those details.
Okay.
So sometimes the basic terms are really good to have summarized for escrow.
Right.
And just a summary document that you attach when you send it to escrow. But the attorney's not going to want that.
Okay. Thanks. Yeah. Plus it's extra work.
It is extra work. Yeah, no doubt.